And I'm live, only 2 minutes and 40 seconds late, something like that. The G-Shock tool. That's just for prying on this carbon core square to pry off the case, which you don't really need to. Hey guys. Supposedly you just pry on that. Hey Tennessee Mike. So supposedly this is, yeah, it's not gonna show up. Supposedly this is reflective. I don't think it's glow in the dark. I think it's reflective. I don't think it's glow in the dark. Oh, it is glow in the dark. Well, that's pretty dang cool. I thought it was just reflective. It's actually glow in the dark. That's slick. Yeah, so I'll do a full video on it later, but honestly, I wore it today and thoroughly enjoyed. So I'm actually a huge fan of this. And at any sort of distance, it basically looks like a camouflage. So somebody's dubbed it the tech camo because of its, its overall design. So yeah, this strap is semi-transparent, and then the case is really transparent. So, and then there's more, it's hard to see it, but there'll be more, there's even more like pattern in the strap itself. So hopefully I'll be able to show it a little bit better on video, but yeah, once you get the light shining through it, like there's way more detail inside the strap. It's pretty wild. What am I drinking? This? I don't even know how to say it. What is that? Pilsner something or Ghoul? I don't know. It's pretty good. Hey, blue shirt Buddha. The other bezel is, yeah, it's just plain. It's kind of like rubberized feeling almost. Urkel is what is how it's pronounced. Urkel. So I mean, really, it's gonna end up living on this. Like this strap is comfortable. It ties the whole look together. I mean, occasionally I suppose I could wear it on this one, but I highly doubt I will. I'll swap it all out for the video and everything. So, and then this strap is kind of more of a plain one, with the 3229 module. Will it fit? Will the strap fit on a regular 5600? I don't know. Let me grab one. Hold on. Oh man, I can put it on this white one. It's going to be a bugger, I'm sure, but. This is not going to be easy. You guys are killing me. Oh, this actually came out pretty easy. I don't know. I suspect it might fit. Maybe. These are such a pain in the butt to do, especially with a camera in front of me. I think it might fit. I don't know. I mean, it kind of fits in there. The hard part's going to get it to lock in. So I don't know if I can get the spring bar to hit the holes, but I think if you played around with it enough, you might be able to. But I don't know if the holes are in the same spot, or maybe the holes aren't the right size. You know what? I think the spring bar ends on this newer one are a little bit larger than the spring bar holes for the older case. Yeah, I mean, I could take the case off. I think it's the hole size. I'd have to, I don't know if I really want to be doing this on the live, but yeah, see the hole size on this carbon core one is definitely a larger, it's hard to see, but look at the hole size. Can you see that? The hole size on the newer one is definitely a larger hole size than that. So if you increase the hole size on that, you could probably put the newer straps on it. So it's not really, I mean, they're going to put out more models for sure. So you'll be able to, they'll be more modular, excuse me. Trying to use the tool they provided. Because they put that quick release thing on there, but you can't get your finger in there. Yeah, they redesigned it so it actually, that was actually easy compared to how the other ones are. It snaps into place better. It's less finicky. So I'm excited to see some of these newer squares, especially if they go to these carbon cores where the case is actually carbon. It wears light. It's really nice. So I'm excited to see a lot more of these carbon core squares. I'm definitely on board with the change. Yeah, see, those snap into place pretty good. Yeah, and then hopefully they'll do, I mean, maybe the newer display or something that is on that GBX 100. We could see some pretty crazy changes. Hopefully we'll see all that. So, oh yeah, the green strap definitely looks better. Yeah, I won't wear it on this. It's going to live on this strap for sure. And the hardware matches and everything. That's a perfect combo. The rest of the stuff, I mean, it's kind of cool that it comes with it, I guess, but I didn't need it, nor did I really want it. I would have, I don't know, maybe it's sad to say, but I would have paid the exact same price without all the other stuff. The packaging is kind of cool, but they could have even shrunk that down a little bit. But it comes the way it comes. So this watch came on that NATO strap. I'm actually probably going to put it over on the regular strap or something, because this is one of the watches that is supposed to go over to the police. So let's see. I know I missed. Oh, Dana, I will end up keeping this one, the one that's coming over from overseas. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one. So. I mean, they gave me this tool, which I already buggered up because it's not really sharp enough to get in there to push it down, but yeah, nice plastic G-Shock tool. Yeah, dibs. Yeah, Dane called dibs on my second, the first one I ordered. This is the second one I ordered, but the second one I ordered showed up before the first one, so. So we'll see. Once the other one gets here, we'll see. I know there's some people in the Discord that maybe are talking a tour or something. You know, and the dibs only goes if I actually go to sell it. I might not sell it. Maybe I'll just own two of them. I've been on a G-Shock Square buying spree. Actually, I even have another one coming over from my buddy Steve over at JTM. He's over in Japan. Chris is calling dibs on the surfboard chrono. I think you still have that, don't you? Or did you? Oh, okay. Chris, probably send that over to Kevin over at Wrong Time Watch. I think that's where it's going to go next, so he can check it out and do a video. Then we'll see who else wants it to see it. Blue titanium camo. Ooh, Damascus G-Shock. There's no way G-Shock or Casio G-Shock is even close to exploiting the square. There's so many possibilities with the square, especially when they come out with this carbon core. So they got the carbon core, they got the steel, they got the titanium. You know, they've improved displays on these ones. So they still could potentially figure out a way to do that. I forget what that display is called on the GBX 100. But they could do that display. They have endless possibilities with the square. Precious metal, they already have a full gold one, but I mean, I would like to see like that Hamilton titanium where it's just the raw. No, this one, so this, you're talking about, where you at? The carbon core. So Celine Driver's asking if this one has like a more complex module. No, it's the 3229 module. So it's the module that comes in the $40 G-Shock. It's the bare base module. So hopefully we'll see carbon core models come out soon with, at the bare minimum, this module, which is, I forget what it's called, the 3459. I'm assuming they can fit that module in there, you know, with a standard case back. I don't know, maybe not, you know, because these are a little bit thicker. But I really like this patina one. I picked this up off from my buddy Jerry, and it actually has legit patina on it. So I would like to see a titanium, basically a titanium version where they just don't care about the coating. They didn't do anything special like this, or like my black one, where they just do like a raw, more pure gray titanium, and it just kind of looks messed up. I would buy that one in a heartbeat. I'd love it. So, but this patina one's really cool too. I really dig this one. And then I just did the unboxing on these, so that video will go up tomorrow. These are MMI watches is the brand. I honestly don't know a ton about them, but they seem like they're pretty good construction. If I can get the stupid packaging off, it's got the quick release spring bars for the bracelet, and it's the case shape on it almost reminds me of like almost like a miniature Seiko Samurai type case. It's pretty cool. I'm digging it, but they're a little bit smaller, you know. I hate the saran wrap stuff. This one's wrapped on top. It's got a nice H-link bracelet, slight taper to it. Looks like split pin design. So I'll get these sized up and do a video on these soon, but great looking watch. And then this white one has the date disc is in the center there. So as you change the you can see as the date changed, it just shows on that. On that red, it just popped over to 3. You see it jumping over to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's kind of slick. You don't see, you know, entry-level Microbrand affordable watches do that. Really stout crown. Well, Mike, I think the quick release spring bars are definitely becoming more of a thing in the microbrand watch world for sure. I'm seeing it more and more often. Seeing a little bit better bracelets, seeing a little bit better watches all around, really, depending on the manufacturer. So, I mean, this one's really well built. I'm digging it. And it has nice bezel action, a little bit of slop in it. It kind of has like a Astor Banks feel to it. I'd be curious to know like where all these watches made. There's only a few, like vendors or manufacturers in Asia that do all these. And I know in the past I have discovered like list and it shows you like which ones are made where. It'd be kind of cool to keep a updated file on that and track where they're made because more often than not you'll find that the manufacturer, yes, the designer, the watch brand owner, the designer, you know, takes care of all the styling cues. And, some of the parts are probably off the shelf. I don't see any off the shelf parts on these two watches, but some brands will have off the shelf parts. And then in this case, it looks like everything was designed out. And if that's what the manufacturer specializes in, is taking care of that for their client, then you can come up with some really cool designs and then really good production on them. And that might be the case here with the MMI because they seem pretty well put together. I don't know if that one lines up exactly, and these might even be prototypes. I'm not sure if they're the production models or what. So I'll have to do some research. I just opened those like right before I did the live. I opened those up and did the unboxing video, which will get posted tomorrow morning. See, Dane is asking who actually is selling the carbon cores anyway. Well, this one it popped up because I signed up for G-Shock text message and email, and I actually get the emails before the text, which is kind of weird. And I got the email on it, and I had already ordered this watch from an eBay vendor, coming from like Japan or Hong Kong or something. And as soon as I got the email, I just bought the one from the U.S. because it was in stock at a somewhere that whatever G-Shock stocks them, and I know they do really quick shipping. Actually, this showed up. What's today, Monday? This showed up yesterday via FedEx. It arrived on Sunday, so but they must have sold out or something. I don't know because I think they might be out of stock. If you go to if you go to the G-Shock website, I don't think they're on there. So it was kind of like Mark, you're saying it sold out in under 24 hours. I was almost going to get one. Yeah, so they popped up and a bunch of us Square fans swooped them up. Billy, did you grab one or no? I know you have quite the Square collection. Hopefully you grabbed one, but let's see. This is the metal case. Anders from Sweden, have I heard of Swole O'Clock? No. Oh, Billy Bob, you missed out on it? Well, so I don't know. Maybe I'll tour one of them or something, I guess. So, like Square fans only or something. Maybe a few people can check them out. But I think for Square fans, they don't really want to check it out. They want to own it, they want to have it, So I'm kind of leaning towards just hoarding it. I know I don't usually do that, but typically when I buy G-Shock squares, I usually don't sell them. I have sold a lot of them, but I don't anymore. I seem like I keep them. Last one I sold that I probably regret was the original titanium camo one, and I sold that to my buddy Jerry, and then he sold it again. And a couple of them have popped up in my Discord chat, the Flipper's Paradise, but I still stand by that. This is my favorite titanium one, is the Stealth Wealth, the all black one. But this blue one has grown on me for sure. It has a little more pop to it than the traditional camo one. So I'm not disappointed or anything like that. And Craig just sold his Tron. Oh man, Craig, you sold the Tron? The Trons are, I think that might be one that some people are probably going to regret selling. Hello, Floridian. So I know I have noticed a lot of people trying to sell their Trons, and they're selling them at like ridiculously low prices. I was tempted to start swooping them up. So, but I didn't. You know, I've seen some of them pop up in my group for like around $400 range. I'm like, dang, that's a pretty good deal. These are, I think you can still even get them brand new. That was the thing. So, somebody asked if the titanium chips easy. No, I actually wore this at work quite a bit, and I know for a fact I hit it. I don't remember where I hit it, but there wasn't even a mark. So the coating that they used on the titanium models is of very high quality. They did a phenomenal job with the coating on it. It is very tough. So, I mean, I'm sure at some point I'll have some wear. You know, like there's a little bit there, but that's, you know, you're going to have some of that. And that's because this is DLC coated, you know, or this is DLC and this is DLC. Well, when you have two very hard surfaces rubbing against each other, that's where you're going to get your wear points. You bumping this or something, probably not going to do it. You have to have a harder surface, such as its own surface. So wherever it actually touches itself or rubs it against its own coating, you'll probably get some wear. Like right there, I'll probably get wear, and then right there, you can already see a little bit. But yeah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite titanium one for sure. The full gold one, the Blingmaster 5000, is probably my favorite one. But I could definitely see wearing the black titanium one much more. And then of course I just picked up, like I said, I just picked up the patina one again. I bought it back when they originally came out, and then I just picked this one up from my buddy Jerry. So I don't know, maybe it's just a phase, but yeah, you don't. I don't know how to say your name, but he doesn't see the hype of these digital watches. Not for me, anyways. Yeah, digital watches aren't for everybody. That's for sure. That's why there's so many other brands and styles. And there's, yeah, the G Shocks are awesome. They're super versatile, everyday wear. I mean, they're realistic. They're genuine. So Craig is loving his Christopher Ward. Sounds like. Nilo, do I prefer the negative or positive display? I'm good with either. Honestly, the majority of mine are actually negative display if you think about it, because like that one's positive and that new carbon core is positive, but really I have you know, these are negative. You know, this one's negative. The all black one's negative. The gold one's negative. And then I think I have a few more that are negative. I don't even. I'll have to go through. I'm going to do a state of the collection probably soon. I'm probably due for that as well. But let's see, 3 Casios. Dane, they are saying they have some on eBay for $320. I thought they were sold for about $250. Yeah, I think they were about $250. The one I bought on eBay was, I think by the time I paid taxes and everything like that, it was like $310. So if you can pick one up on eBay for like $320, or I'm assuming you're talking about the carbon core. If you can pick one up for about $320, I think you'd be doing good. Yeah, Craig, I have a few of the metal ones for sure, and I'm not done. If they keep putting out metal ones, I'm gonna probably keep buying them. So, do I still have the Tudor Black Bay 41 blue? Yeah, I still have that. I mean, you're almost seeing a state of the collection now, but yeah, I still have that. I haven't worn it in a while. I still have that. I still have the Seamaster, my orange Monster, of course, an SKX, and then I have some other watches. So I legit will do I'll do a state of the collection probably soon. I'm off all next week for Thanksgiving week. Maybe I'll do it then. Let's see. What is the best budget $700 diver? There, you have a ton to choose from. yeah, I mean, you have a ton of $700 divers just in the Seiko brand alone, let alone in the Microbrands. And then there are some entry Swiss ones, you know, Mito or I forget the brands, but oh yeah, Craig, the Christopher Wards, man. Honestly, if you're not looking to experience a bunch of other watches, I would actually advise you to go pick up a Christopher Ward CW 60 or something, 42 or 40, depending on your wrist size. I think it's extremely difficult to beat. If you can pick up a Christopher Ward for around $700, I think that's probably the most watch for your money you're going to get, because they're that good. They're really well done. Anish picked up a Seamaster. Nice. Yeah, the B5000, the Bling Master 5000 as a dress watch. And I think NTH is, I don't want to steer you away from NTH, but if you already have a bunch of other watches or you've already tried a bunch of other watches, then yes, I would say, yeah, pick up an NTH or Zelos or these other ones and play around. But if you're not looking to play around and experience a bunch of that Microbrand stuff, then that's where I say just get the Christopher Ward. Unless there's obviously something in the NTH line or like the Zelos line or whatever line, pick your line that absolutely speaks to you, then yes, that's the watch you should get. You know, like if you want to go funky and a Zimby 14, you know, gold case 4th gen Monster tickles you, you can, or well, I don't know what these are going for now, but you originally could pick these up for around $750. So and this is number 1158 of 1500. So actually, I need to do the video on this soon too. I've been wearing this a little bit. I really prefer this one on the strap versus the bracelet. For some reason, I know I'm a bracelet guy, but for some reason, I just don't care for that one on bracelet. And I think it's just because it's two-tone. So, oh, Celine Driver in with the block. There's my Troll Hunter. Dane, you rock. Let's see. Rob, help me decide. Omega Aquaterra or Damasco Chronograph SI? I would go for the Omega. Clam is asking, Zelos Mako 3 or an Aura 65 diver or both at the same time? Well, I mean, if both is an option, then I would do both, yeah. Somebody's asking, Rob, do I sell watches? Sometimes I sell my watches, and you know, there's a lot of sales that happen in my Patreon group, not on YouTube. It's separate from YouTube. I don't do sales on YouTube. I do them on my Instagram or in my private Discord or in my Patreon group. Well, Floridian, hopefully you get to take a ride in that GTO. That's sweet. That's a sweet car. Let's see. Ken is saying he absolutely loves his Omega Aquaterra. Dane, come on. What are we talking here? We're talking another 50 or 60 bucks. This watch, you got to think, this watch has a lot of first, right? Now, we're going to try to justify you spending $328 on a G-Shock Square that has the same module in it that you can pick up in the $40 one, right? So here we go. Let's spin this. So this watch has a lot of first. It is a carbon core square. That right there is pretty epic. That's going to be the future. This is the future happening right in front of you. The quick interchangeable straps, well done, well engineered. Also a very good first, right? The overall design of this one and its packaging, you're probably not going to see that on every single one of these. You're going to see some entry level ones of, you know, of these being made, because there's no way it's expensive to do the carbon core chassis. So you know, these are going to be, I think you're going to see regular colorways of this style for probably the 120 mark, I bet. And then you're still going to have the option for interchangeable straps. And then maybe even a combi bracelet down the line, maybe, hopefully we'll see one. But this is step one. This is the first, and it has all of its ultimate cool factor built into it. The 3229, that's what this is all about. They had to put the 3229 in this one. Future models, maybe they'll upper it, do solar, do all the multi-band, the Bluetooth, all that stuff. So, should you buy one for 320 bucks? Yes. I click it, do it. If there's a certain G-Shock square where I have jumped on the opportunity to buy two of them and I'm not looking to sell one of them, I mean, that should say something. Because I don't do that with all the watches. Like I usually just get one and I'm good. Maybe I'll sell it, maybe I keep it. But I'm really toying with the idea of keeping both of these because I don't know how many they made or what the deal is with them, but I suspect they're just going to pop up and disappear. Let's see, Mr. Rio's checking in from Riverside, California. Have you compared the Omega Seamaster 300 to an Aquaterra? No. I don't get my hands on a lot of higher end watches. I think most of you guys realize that. You know, the higher end watches pretty much I purchased. I don't have people send them in. I could, but I don't know. I like them and I enjoy them and I like seeing them and I watch videos on them. I obsess over the higher end stuff, but I don't know. I mean, you guys see, I mean, look what's on the table. These are what I actually bought. I mean, not all these, some of these are not mine, but this is what I actually spend my money on. You know, G-Shock squares, and I'm not on a Seiko kick right now, but I could. I mean, I could buy some Seikos or Microbrands or modifying world timers. You know, that's what I actually spend my money on. Not Seamasters and Tudors and stuff like that. Those are really cool, and those a lot of people lust after those, but Dane, awesome. I'm excited for you, man. Let's see. Geoke White. Oh, yeah. I withdraw my dibs. Oh, man. Why? Then you could have two of them. I think I'm going to keep both. Yeah, you won't have a hard time. Like, you're not going to lose any money on it. That would be an easy flip. So, yeah, it's a I don't know what you call it. There's no risk involved with buying one of these. I truly believe that. There's no risk in buying one of those. There's certain watches that have either really low or little risk. So oh man, you guys got to keep track of the dibs. You know, some of these titaniums, these ones, yeah, you know, you don't want to buy one of these for 1,700 bucks. You're going to lose your shirt on this one. You need to get these for closer to the $1,000 mark, and I think that's where your kind of safe zone is. But really, the people buying the titanium squares probably are not going to sell them. I think the ones that do sell them, you know, they're just using it as like an asset to jump to a different watch or something. But most people that bought the titanium squares are going to hold on to them. They're going to retain ownership of them and just wear them or not wear them or whatever. So. Gary is asking if I'm going to get the blue Willard. At some point, the blue Willard will show up on my channel. I think there's at least one Patreon member that has one right now in my group, and maybe I can borrow it from him eventually. I'm still kind of secretly, I mean, as soon as Mimo gets in the green Willard, I do want to get that one. I think I'll probably own that one, and then maybe flip it if Seiko ever puts out a Willard with the vintage, you know, a little bit of patina on the loom and then the gilded indices and hands. That's the Willard I want, and I think a lot of other people do it. Hopefully it's not a limited edition, but if it is, I don't care. I'll suck it up and I'll buy it. So MJ saying the Willard is way too expensive. I think it's more than, I think the Willard costs more than most people want to spend, but I don't think it's too expensive because everybody I know that actually has one loves it and wears it. You don't see a ton of them getting sold again. So I think they have that potential for retention. Rio's asking, oh, the DIY watch. It went out on tour. I still have it. It's right here. It went out on tour, and it just came back to me. It might have a scratch on the crystal. Not sure. It just came back to me. It's the DIY watch. I had them send it back. Sometimes I'll give these away or sell them for dirt cheap or something in my Patreon group. But I had this one sent back because I figured it's really not worth a ton. And it's got a 20 mil lug width here, so it's perfect for, showing on different straps and everything like that. So for future videos, if I do a strap video or something like that, it'd be a really good watch. I think I don't want to say generic, but it's kind of more of a generic type design, so it would show off straps really good. GB is asking what's my favorite whiskey. I would say Eagle Rare is probably my favorite, which I cannot find a bottle at all anywhere. 5,000 made of those blue Willards. Yeah, so I'll get one on the show eventually. Maybe I'll hit up. I know there was at least one, if not two, of my Patreon members that have them. So I got to go to Louisville for bourbon. We have it. You guys got the Eagle Rare down there? You're hoarding all the Eagle Rare? It's a little bit of a drive, and Michigan just put themselves into a kind of like a lockdown or something for a few weeks. So, oh, dang, nice. The carbon core is going to be your little Hanukkah present to yourself. Nice. Yeah, hopefully it gets there in time. That'll be perfect. I think you'll really enjoy it. It wears different. It really does wear different. It actually wears kind of small compared to like some of the other squares. Bizarre enough, but it just kind of does. Even though I don't think it is. So, hey Steve, thanks for jumping in. Where's my spring bar tool? I don't like it on this strap. I got to put it back on the stock one. Random Rob, if you're on lockdown, can you still come to Florida? Yeah, I'm not. My plans haven't changed just because the government wants to try to impose silliness on us. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. Let's see. Ricardo is asking, what's my favorite Seiko diver? Well, it's kind of a loaded question. So this is my favorite Seiko diver, my Orange Monster. My orange, not Orange Monsters. This Orange Monster is my favorite Seiko diver. So, hey, Ricky A with a super chat. He's enjoying a little Bacardi and Coke, a little rum and Coke. That's nice. I ended up going with beer today. I almost picked up a fresh bottle of gin. I was going to do some gin and tonic, but maybe I'll wait till next week. So Ricardo, other than this watch, my current favorite Seiko diver is probably the Willard. I really did fall in love with that watch as well. I just don't want. I want to buy it from Mimo, from my preferred authorized Seiko dealer. And I'm waiting for him to get the green dial one in. When he gets the green one in, I'm going to pick it up from him. So that's my plan with that. And the Willard it's nice. It is expensive. I mean, they don't give them away, that's for sure. But I think it's man, when you get one of those on wrist, they're super comfortable for sure. So let's see if I can get this strap put back on. Yeah, they went with a little bit larger hole and a little bit better spring bar in these when they snap in. So there's like uncertainty with the old ones, the old spring bar and hole setup. When you get them in there, there's almost like an uncertainty. You got to like tug on it and make sure it's. Sorry if that stuff's in your way. It's probably messing up the camera. Sorry guys. Trying to get this back in. That's actually easier than using the stupid bit. Yeah. I might wear this again tomorrow. This is a really cool, fun watch. I'm really digging that new carbon core one. Clayton's drinking the Founders KBS espresso. I'm gonna end up having to try that at some point. It just doesn't sound right to me. Beer coffee or something, or coffee beer. And Clayton's picking up the golden tuna from Mimo. That is awesome. Yeah, Mimo's such a good dude. Rock the Watch is here. All right, what are we doing? Why? How did so many G-Shocks end up on the table? It's not even what I intended to do. But now, the more G-Shocks that show up, I don't know if this is messed up, but the more I want. There's something about the squares that just keep pulling me in. Let's see. Michael says, I went JDM, oddly, got it for $30 less than the US. Why both the Japanese made but not heard of any bezel misalignments. Of course, any savings will be negated by duty. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I have any issues with alignment on it or anything like that, I'll just have to fix it or something. MJ said $500 upcharge for the Willard name and another $300 upcharge for the Apocalypse Now Association. Yeah, they're pricey. I can't. Maybe if they're just all limited editions. If they made the Willard in only limited editions, that would be pretty funny. Colin is asking, do you think they're gonna switch up the GW5000 anytime soon, or is that one set for a while? Module etc. Just bought one and waiting for it to come in. The GW5000. Did you pick is that the? I'm trying to think. Is that the one that was just on sale on the G-Shock site? Yeah, I mean the squares they're always playing with, but you got to keep in mind here. If G-Shock just innovates and does a better attachment system here, and does carbon core, and then stuffs their 3229 module in there, are they going to change? No, I think they're pretty married to the base module. The Tide stuff. This one isn't, but the solar stuff, the Tide stuff. I have some others behind me, and then of course the modules that they're putting in, the titaniums and the steel. You know what, that module that you're talking about, I forget what the module number is on it, but that module, yeah, maybe that one is done because it is solar and it's multi-band 6, but it's not Bluetooth. So yeah, I think that module might be done. I don't remember what number it is though. I think they might be pulling away from that. I could see them maybe. Well, no. I don't think they would do. It's hard to say. I don't know if they would put that style of watch, but with this module, because it's a steel case because it has the screwed down case back, except for it has a resin cover over it instead of a steel cover. But G-Shock already makes this module in the steel case with the screw down case back, but they have the metal cover over it, and then they have the resin band. That would be like the blue one, and then I think they even did it in a silver one and a black one. So they kind of already have replaced that watch. The GW5000 I think is basically replaced. That's why you saw it posted up on their clearance for $180. So I think they're done with that. Alpha Dad says, I wish the bezel on the Monster was gold IP as well. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe it'd be too much though. I don't know. This one's done pretty good. It has a nice polished around there, and then the color on the inlay of it is actually pretty nice. I mean, really, I want to see, because they're starting to do more limited editions. Like there's an Asia limited edition where it's a yellow dial, but then again they have the black case and bezel on that one. I want to see plain stainless steel bezel. I don't know why they're not giving that to us. And then I want to see some cool dial colors. I definitely want to see orange. I mean, if Rolex is going to give us funky colors, let's see some funky colors for the Monster. Let's see a Tiffany. Let's see a coral red. Let's see all that stuff for the Monster too. They could do it, and they're going to sell them. They don't have to make them limited edition. Just put them out. Yeah, They need to do this generation, full stainless case, clear stainless bezel, don't coat it, and then give us the orange dial. That is a must. Yeah, this one, Wayne, the Monster King, says there's too much going on with this one. That's probably why I like it. The too much is just enough for me. What other watch did I have that I just showed my wife, and she basically goes, "Yeah, that's too much. There's too much going on with that." I think it was that G-Shock, the new G-Shock Frogman that my buddy Jerry sent in, the rainbow frog. I showed that to my wife, and she goes, "Yeah, that's too much. There's way too much going on with that because it has like every color in it, right?" I'm like, I think that's what I like about it. Yeah, the new yellow dial. There's that weird cream dial one for the Monster that's coming out. So a neon green Monster would be sweet. All of that. Yeah, Anders, there's something with these squares, man. They like multiply. They just you get one, and then next thing you know, like you said, you have four. You know, by this time next month, that four could actually be 8. You got to be careful. The squares, they kind of creep up on you, and before you know it, you have to like, get a shovel to move the squares off your desk. Pace yourself. Nah, that was squares. When you find one you like, you just grab it. Especially if they're weird ones, like that one, or there's some of them that you just got to jump on. Is the carbon core thinner than a regular one? I don't know. I mean, I'll do all this in the video when I do the video review. So about 13-ish. I think it's actually thicker. I think it might be a touch thicker, actually. You got some layers going on here, Yeah, it's thicker. And this one has the thicker case back, or is that one submerged down in? So if you go to G-Shocko, I put a link to his video on this watch when I did the unboxing for this. He actually took it all apart and everything. So he deconstructs it and shows how it's done, the carbon core case and everything. Because you can just pop this cover right off. I don't even think you have to take I don't think you even have to take the straps off. I think this just pops right off. And then there's like little clips on the side, so you can just pop it right off. And they got the G-Shock logo on the side, so you can see the construction of it. I mean, it's kind of funny that they even did the cover on it. I mean, that's going to make it more versatile, because now you can just mass produce these carbon cases, and then you can just do whatever module, whatever, underlay on it, and then whatever covering. So production-wise, they can probably do some pretty wild stuff with it. Or you could wear it like this, and I'm sure some people will. But the case construction on it is pretty nice. And it's just got these tabs, which I don't know how resilient those will be. Like if people keep messing around with them, you're not going to wear these tabs out, with this, because this is actually pretty soft. This isn't going to mess them up. So I can't imagine they would get damaged. But versus all the older ones, they all have screws. So you have to do 4 screws. You're probably more likely to mess something up if you're doing a lot of modding and swapping out bezels. This style versus this style, I suppose. It just snaps back on. That's it. Super easy. So think about how many different opportunities you have here. Tons and tons of options on that one. All right. I was going to do a live today. I was going to do, where we have our faces on video. I was going to do a live with Bruce and Adam from 1010 Tech. Wow, this is, I kind of feel like the Samurai is a little bit too big of a case sometimes. Now maybe I'm into smaller watches. I don't know. Where's my... So here's a samurai, kind of. I mean, it's not a samurai. It has some similarities, but it's a smaller case. So if you have a smaller wrist and you like the looks of the samurai, this MMI watch might work for you. Kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging it. What watch are you guys picking up? Oh, I missed some question here. Hey Rob, is the stock bracelet on the Gen 1, 2, 3 Monsters original to the Monster? Yeah. So they didn't change anything from Gen 1, 2, and 3. The bracelets are all the same on the Monsters. So this one's well used and abused. And then they did change quite a bit on the, so when they went to the 4th gen, it's totally different. One of the, well, there's a lot of differences, but the clasp is wider, as you can see. And the way they did the step on it is different. They eliminated that weird step, like right here where it jumps way down. So that's all part of having a wider. And then they did a fitted end link versus a straight end link. So, but this won't fit on this. Clam Hooker unsub now back. You guys are unsubbing and subbing. Let's see. Design the loom print under the backside of the display. Oh, you guys are talking about the Zello Sky Raider. Those are sweet. Rio says, hey, Random Rob, I just bought a Seiko SPV 14762 MAS reissue timepiece on a rubber strap. I think I want to put it on a stainless steel strap code bracelet. What say you? I personally think that watch looks really good on mesh, but I know mesh isn't for everybody. So I don't know what strap code bracelets they have on that one. Hey, thanks for stopping by Escapement and Watch. I'm not sure what options there are for the 62 MAS. So I'd have to look at the options on that, see what's all out there. There might even be, have you looked over at Uncle Seiko? He might even have some different options as well. Yeah, I don't think a razor would look good on there. I'm not sure what would look good on the 62 MAS. So even that, for example, even the Willard, when I get the Willard, I intentionally want the green dial one because I don't want the stock bracelet. I'm going to have it on the strap. I'll probably actually use, I won't even use the Seiko strap. I'll probably switch over to a Strap Mill Canada vulcanized rubber strap. And then if it's not on strap, I'm going to get a really nice mesh bracelet. So I want the Willard on mesh for metal, and then on the strap code vulcanized rubber for non-metal. The engineer bracelet. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh, Chris is taking off. That's awesome, Chris. Thanks for stopping in. I know you got weird hours, so it's awesome. Thanks for stopping in. All right, we're getting close to an hour. I'm going to kill this one at an hour for sure because I got a bunch of other stuff to take care of. So I'll read some comments. We'll see if we can answer some questions. What else we got? The stock bracelet for the Willard is really nice. I agree, it is really nice. The Willard bracelet is really nice, but I want a green Willard on mesh. Let's see. There's a lot of conversations going on in the chat, which is good. Let's see. Super engineer for Dane's pretty good. He only had to take out one troll tonight. That's awesome. That's pretty good. There's a couple of weeks where it was like blasted with trolls. The JDM place had the green on bracelet. Interesting. I got to get it from Mimo, though. I have to get it from Mimo. And yeah, Charles, I definitely want to check out that strap code mesh. I might check that out. If that fails, then I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll just... I've had some pretty good luck with some even cheap mesh bracelets, so... I don't have a problem with strap code bracelets. I have quite a few of them here, actually. But, you know, with the... I don't know which... Some of them just don't look right when you have the cushion case watches. I have an issue wearing bracelets on the cushion case designs of Seiko. I don't think any of them really look right. Like the Jubilee, I think looks right on the SKX. I don't know if it's just because we're so familiar with it, but for some reason this one looks fine on a cushion case. And maybe a Jubilee on the Willard would look right. I definitely would look into that. Or a Beads of Rice maybe. That would maybe look good. Because that seems to look good on a Doxa. Do you think the Super Engineer is too distracting for a baby tuna? No, I don't. I think I think that looks good on there. Any strap suggestions for a patty? Which patty? I guess Beads of Rice would be good. Yeah. So I'll probably try. I'll probably try a few different bracelets on the Willard if and when I ever get one. I don't know how long it'll take before I get one. SRP A79. I really don't remember what model that is. Yeah, Michael, you're not wrong. The Willard bracelet is good. I have checked it out. It is actually a good bracelet. Yeah, it's so funny, the baby tuna. Everyone calls it the baby tuna. You think it's going to be a little bit smaller, right? And it's actually a pretty large watch. Have I tried a NATO on the Seamaster? No. Actually, that whole month that I wore the Seamaster when I did the watch fast with it, I wore it on the bracelet the whole time. I meant to try it on... What did I do? I was going to wear it on some different straps because I have some good rubber straps. I was going to wear it on that, and then I was going to try it on... what is this one called? I was going to try it on one of these. I was going to get a 20 mil version of this, the chevron strap. I forget who makes this, Crown and Buckle or something. Because I wore this with the Tudor, and it was, once I figured it out, because I was a dummy and didn't figure it out right, it was super comfortable. I love this strap. This strap would work really good on the Seamaster. I don't want this colorway on it, so I might order another one and try it on that strap. But yeah, you know, I haven't worn this one in a while. But I'm off, like I said, I'm off all next week. And I will be wearing this probably quite a bit. I'm a little heavy on watches again right now too, guys. And that always kind of clutters up my brain. You know, you have clutter in your life, and then it clutters up your brain. So there's some truth to that. But I'm happy with what I have right now, and I don't really want to let any of them go. It's hard to... I think I'm back to wearing a different watch every day. So that's definitely something I'm going to be doing. Not because it's a challenge or anything, but just because I'm trying to wear them. Yeah, even 12 watches is too many. You're totally right. And Kevin, I'll definitely look for the Black Friday deals for sure for straps. I'll probably get some straps. I'm not going to buy any more watches unless some squares pop up that I want, but I'm done buying watches. Anish picked up the Omega rubber strap. Yeah, that one's really cool. I don't have the Omega brand one. I have a couple different brands. So the OEM bracelet looks better on the Monster or Baby Tuna. They're kind of like the same bracelet. They're just different. They're very similar cases and bracelets. So I think one doesn't really look better than the other. They're very similar. So. Hashtag squares don't count. That's right, squares don't count, man. Stack them up. Stack those squares. All right, guys, there's my hour. Hopefully, hopefully you had a good time. I'll try to, well, not try. I'll do another live next Monday, and hopefully I'll have some guest on. Maybe I'll have Bruce on or Adam or whoever else. I'll have a guest on. I won't do it this style. I'll do it the other style where you actually can see, and then we'll check. We'll do a live that way next Monday. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And there's a little bit of lume on the table, mostly G-Shocks, but that Islander watch is going to glow for sure. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next vid. Oh, wow. That MMI is actually a full lume dial, too. Nice.